It's always good to be home for the holidays. So if you are currently looking for a different rental or you're new to the area and looking for your first rental in the River Valley, Marshall's Management has you covered. Apartments, duplexes, and single family homes are all part of Marshall's rental inventory. And currently, Marshall's is offering holiday specials with big discounts on first month's rent and signing gifts to help you enjoy the holidays in your new home. Check out availability at marshallsrentals.com and get your unit picked out before they're all gone.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at precisiondoornwa.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
You're listening to ESPN 95.3, KERX Paris Fort Smith.
Good morning, gentlemen. I'd like to take an opportunity. Woo! To blow the whistle.
I feel like he waited 8 weeks to get a Black Friday deal on a coach, and everybody else bought all the good stuff. So now you're getting the generic crap off the bottom of the counter.
I think I want to congratulate Hunter. He's effectively galvanized the entire state against him. As a 30-year marketing guy, I've never seen a worse marketed program in my life.
But Tommy's got me fired up this morning, and everybody gets me fired up when they talk this NIL. Well, we're just poor Arkansas. We don't have the money. Well, I got a question for you. All right, how the hell is Indiana, Arizona State, Texas Tech, Vanderbilt all better than us in football and competing in the playoffs? You gonna tell me they have more NIL money? I think we just got a moron up there running our program that doesn't know how to handle the money.
Live from the Busch Light Studios. Produced by Colton Little with Ty Richardson.
I'm going to be something that rhymes with Rick here.
And Tommy Kraft.
You're going to get a lot of smart things. That's not one of them.
This is The Morning Rush.
Happy What's Your Beef Wednesday. Happy National Early Signing Day. Can we just call it Signing Day? Because the first Wednesday in February is almost non-existent nowadays. I mean, this really is, the next 3 days really is signing day or signing week, if you want to call it half a week. It's not even close to the comparison nowadays. It's completely changed. The calendar, the additions, it looks completely different. Yeah, no question.
That is something that needs to be discussed, is what we do with the early signing period. And I think you do away with it. Till you figure out, and listen, I know some of these, we want to get these kids enrolled and we want to get them there early.
You say the class schedule.
I think you do one of two things. Do away with it in December altogether and go back to February, which that creates another set of problems, or let's move it up before the season even begins. Late August, early August, mid-August, I don't know. Something of that nature. Thank you, Colton. Let's move that up and, truly get it off the backs of these kids their senior year. Now, college is against that. But what it adds, and here's where I'm coming from, is just look what's going on at Ole Miss, LSU, Arkansas, all these places. It adds one more element in this transition time. And let's be honest, the high school class is secondary to the portal class. I think there's going to be some talk about, how do you move this early signing period around?
Well, you've talked about, it's What's Your Beef Wednesday, brought to you by Richards Country Meat Market. You've talked about coaches don't want that because they don't want kids to take the senior year off.
Right.
And some kids need the senior year to get a good scholarship or even a collegiate
There'll
scholarship.
Be February available. If you need your senior year to get the scholarship, you probably don't need to be an early enrollee.
What I'm saying is the August, like you're talking about. If you're saying move it up, that's what college coaches would be against.
Right. It doesn't mean a kid still can't sign in February. The only kids you're signing in August are the solid locks. But anyway, that would be what I just think colleges don't need, universities don't need one more thing. Coaches don't need one more thing on their plate right now. Particularly when you see the transition that's going on across the SEC and the landscape of college football. All right, what's your beef Wednesday? Ty said is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market. Let me give you their phone number, 479-443-0000. You can call and place your order. They'll bring it out to your car, curbside pickup. They've never made it easier than they do right now. Bacon wrapped fillets, gourmet burgers, fresh kebabs. Hey, what's the menu for Christmas? I know a lot of you, I know my family, I'm having one of our family Christmases next weekend on Saturday the 13th. A lot of you have holiday parties and a lot of things going on well before the 25th. Richard's Country Meat Market can get you fixed up. 479-443-0000. Or go to richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
We'll talk some college football playoff coming up here in our opening drive. Since it is early national signing period and What's Your Beef Wednesday, I kind of want to blend mine, if that's okay. So Kane Archer got interviewed by KNWA yesterday, I believe. Maybe it was 2 days ago. You said, I didn't know this until you said it. He's set to sign with Utah here in about 30 minutes.
9:45.
9:45. Okay.
HB Stewart Arena.
So this is just a clip from yesterday or 2 days ago's conversation.
Yeah, they offered me in the 8th grade. They called me, and it was kind of a slow riding deal. And then Petrino came up, and when he was at Texas A&M, actually, he came in there and visited with me and talked with me. And then he actually got the Arkansas job and came up here 4 times in a span of like 2 months. And then they just kind of went ghost. So as of right now, Petrino is gone, so I can't really speak on any of that. They got a new coach in, so anything can happen. Yeah.
So I want to be clear where I'm directing my beef this morning. This is not at Kane, the Archer family. This is not at Ryan Silverfield or anyone that's on the current staff at Arkansas. Now help me on this. This is a kid that's potentially going to finish undefeated as a starter in Arkansas, which is, according to one listener, has only been done like one time in the history of Arkansas football. This is a kid that, to my knowledge, has never had an off-the-field issue. Tommy, I need your help on this.
No.
Verify all this.
I'm verifying a few other things with it.
Okay,
right
so that's happened.
You haven't said anything wrong yet.
This is, I know he's dropped a little bit in the rankings. Colton, you might have told me this. This is the best QB in the state, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just going through this. This is a program that is, whether you like him or not, Warren, Greenwood, Bryant, you take flyers on those kids because of those programs, right?
I think Greenwood's in that category.
Okay. So
there's a couple kids named Morgan that have done okay up there.
The beef that I think I'm directing towards is Kendall Briles, Dan Enos, Bobby Petrino, and Sam Pittman. Because you can't really fault Ryan Silverfield. I know he flipped those in-state kids a couple days ago, but Kane just was committed to UCF, decommitted, is now at Utah.
I'm just fair. There's no change in plan. 9:45.
Okay,
everything's on schedule for 9:45 to sign with Utah. So nothing's happened this morning.
Here's what I don't understand. Like the only knock against him, because he's done the off the field stuff right. He's done the on the field stuff right because he had lost. He doesn't throw interceptions, and he's a really intelligent kid. The only knock on this kid is, or you could say two, that he's in a quote-unquote system. Mm-hmm. Tyler didn't go undefeated at Greenwood. Did he?
Nope.
I have to go back to see if Connor Nolan did. I don't have that off the top of my head. And I'm not knocking Connor. I'm not knocking Tyler. But it's one thing to be in the system. It's one thing to not have a high school loss. And it's height. Do you know who the two of the best quarterbacks in the SEC are right now? Or three, actually? Do you know? Just name a couple of them. Off the top of your head.
I'm sure you're looking for guys that are under 6
Who's
foot.
your favorite QB that you always talk about?
Trinidad Chambliss is pretty fun to watch.
He's about 6'1", but he's listed 6'1". He's not 6'1". Diego Tavia is 5'11", and then Gunnar Stockton, I think, is 6'1".
And there's another guy now. He doesn't play. He plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. What's his name? Patrick Mahomes. Yes, that's the guy. I don't believe he's real tall either.
Okay. So those three.
You ever heard of Patrick Mahomes?
Johnny Manziel, Bryce Young, Heisman Trophy winners recently. Really good SEC quarterbacks. So the two knocks on the best quarterback in Arkansas are he's in a system, which is a bad knock because you could say he's outperformed the two other best quarterbacks in Greenwood history, in Connor and Tyler. And again, that's not a knock on those two. It's just statistics. And he's short. When you stack up other guys not in 1994, in 2025 that are having a high level of success in the SEC. Petrino, Briles, Enos, and Pittman let this kid get away as of about 30 minutes from now. And as an Arkansas fan, I don't know how you aren't irate about this. Really don't.
Got 85 scholarships, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to risk one on this kid. And I understand for Petrino. Petrino likes guys that are built like Tyler, built like Ryan Mallett, 6'3", 6'4", or taller. I get it. But if you're going to throw this fence up around the state, this one makes no sense to let get away.
And again, this is not.
And I'm not going to say, I can't speak for Kane or his family, but I know enough, and I'm close enough to this situation. If Arkansas would show some love, and he just said it. I mean, you played a clip. You can tell the kid's begging to come to Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
But he's
he
not
would love to, but they
it-
won't give him an invite.
Yeah, that's like, okay, so he's been offered a
begging.
scholarship, but he's not like kids. Just because you get an offer from an institution or a college basketball, baseball program, it doesn't mean that you're being highly recruited, highly coveted, highly wanted. In some cases, it's a favor. In this kid's case, it's not a favor. But it just, I don't, and again, this is not at Silverfield. This is not at the Archers. This is directly at the head coach of Arkansas the last 5.5 years and last 3 offensive coordinators because they screwed it up.
And they also let the Lindsey kid get away too.
And here's
in the previous
and he's not.
administration.
Here's the other about that. Drake's not mobile, and Kane's also athletic. It's not that
he can
he's
move,
like
yeah.
it's
He can
not that
run.
he like you got the knockout. Okay, sure, but he's also really athletic. And here's the funny thing about this. So Utah, you play him this year or this next year in 26. He's not going to play as a true freshman in that game. But do you know where he is going to play? If he's still in Salt Lake City in 2029, here in Fayetteville, Arkansas. So if he is the starting quarterback of the Utah Utes in 2029, he's going to come in here, probably throw for 350 yards, 4 or 5 touchdowns, and make every single recruiting guy that was involved the past couple years with him regret not bringing him to Fayetteville.
Well, what we need is Ryan Silverfield to run into HB Stewart Arena at like 9:43. Stop!
What?
Stop!
Like a wedding. Like a wedding.
Speak now, forever hold your peace.
It's like,
pardon me.
Before pen is put to paper, any current head coach is looking to.
That would be so funny, so Arkansas. It's not going to happen. But I kind of had thought, when you had mentioned that earlier before we came on, I kind of thought, what if Coach just kind of he detoured to Greenwood, Arkansas, did that. It is nice. So Kane, the Tucker kid, what's that?
Tucker Youngblood.
Tucker Young, Danny Beal, that's 3. Irvin, Prevo, that's 5. And Kane's not going to Arkansas at this point, but that's at least 4 kids that are playing in state championships. Just off the top of my head. There's probably more. But you mentioned this yesterday. I didn't realize it was that many. But you kind of get your first glimpse, first look at some of these kids going to Arkansas. That was a long-winded beef, but it's been pent up for a while. Sorry, Colton.
No. Real quick, I know we need to get to Virgil in the opening drive and everything else, but one thing that needs to be mentioned is you talk about Enos and Pittman and all these people that you've mentioned, the past regime here under Coach Pittman, they didn't value Arkansas recruits. They didn't value Arkansas high school football. So the level of competition that Kane Archer has gone up against in the eyes of Pittman and everybody else isn't very good. So obviously, if this guy's racking up numbers, it's against nobody, as they're not going to invest that time. So I'm with you, but I would say that the third thing that people have an issue with when they say they shouldn't have offered Kane Archer, this isn't a big deal, is that there's a level of competition in Arkansas high school football that isn't as good as surrounding states.
Yeah, and that's what kind of Kane said.
You just got to take more pride in it. That's the honest truth. I mean, there's no easy way to put that. Just take pride in getting the top kids from your state. There ain't no other way to say that.
I'm with you, though. You offer that kid on personality alone.
And it's not just one of 85. Didn't they switch that? It's 105 now, right? Didn't they change
105
it?
on the roster?
But I thought they switched it to its 105 scholarship. Isn't that one of the things with the whole scholarships and everything else? I think that's right. So you're telling me you can't have one?
You used to have 120.
We can ask Richard coming up, but for some reason I thought they flipped that. Again, at the end of the day, this is going to be a miss. If he's a starting quarterback in 2029 coming to Fayetteville,
and listen,
Arkansas is going to ruin.
He can always come back. He can always be here next month.
And that works both ways. If he comes here and he's just not the the level of player you need, the portal's open to him to leave as well, to go somewhere where he can. So I'm taking that risk. I'm using a scholarship because he's an Arkansas kid and he really wants to come here and he really wants to win. All right, LureNet.com's the place for the angler on your shopping list. You're wanting to fill those stockings up. How about some Smithwick Original Suspending Rattling Rogue, some Bobby Garland Baby Shad? All those make nice stocking stuffers for the anglers on your list. Get great holiday specials right now. That's LureNet.com, LureNet.com.
All right, Virgil has called us here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Virgil, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, guys. So, we're talking about Kane Archer here. When was the last time, or even in the history of Arkansas, was there a quarterback that had more touchdowns and incompletions in a season? I've never even heard of that.
I probably
and I'll hang up
Virgil. Probably the answer is it's not been done.
Was he thrown? What is like 2 or 3 interceptions? That what he just said? He potentially
like
could go
above 80% completion rate. He's
that's
a very solid.
They run a lot of receiver screen at Greenwood, so that's part of it.
You're still maybe is your beef? You can't get over this cough. What is it? Is it
Great.
Allergies. Okay,
hot and cold coming back and forth.
But it is a system where you're not throwing a lot of long downfield passes, and I did just confirm Arkansas has not made contact with Kane in the last 2 days.
Okay. Well, again, it's not on Silverfield. I think it's on the previous regime. Majority of this, That's just my take. All right, so you got Arkansas and Louisville later on tonight, 6 o'clock.
But how do you not make some contact in the last 48 hours?
He's got a lot of stuff to do. I mean, I think you can give him a little bit of slack on that. I think
he got to these other kids,
but those other kids are higher rated than him.
Those other kids have been.
There's less of a need in the quarterback room.
What I read is those kids, and we talked with Artie about this in 45. Those kids, he's been in contact with to come to Memphis, and I don't know if Kane was on that list when he was recruited to Memphis. I don't know, but so you think that at least should have happened?
Yes,
at least. Okay, all right.
You want to win fans over? You want to win? You want to get people behind your regime, behind your administration?
How long does it take?
This would be a step in the right direction.
How long does it take a private plane from Drake Field to land in Smith Robinson Stadium? You see this guy in an Arkansas sweatsuit beeline for what's the basketball arena called?
HB Stewart Arena.
HB Stewart Arena. That would be just electric sports radio cinema that we could use for tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to happen. All right, so you got the college football playoff ranking show that came out last night. Unfortunately, another one of my beefs. I don't think Vanderbilt is going to make it. Reese Davis did ask Hunter Yurchek about maybe some teams that could shift and move, even being idle non-conference championship games.
Indeed, idle teams can move following the results of the championship games and how they impact the teams that are around those that play in the championship game, and data such as strength of schedule, teams that may be idle. So yes, teams that are idle can move up or down.
So we're not set with Miami definitively being behind Notre Dame no matter what. Is that fair to say?
Reese, following the championship games, we will re-rank the top 25 teams, and we'll see where they fall.
I'm going to take that as the Canes still have a chance. Congratulations on the hiring of the new coach at Arkansas. Hunter, of course, the athletic director at Arkansas.
6-7.
This is the opening drive.
I don't think you'll ever live that down. So Texas is above Vanderbilt, which makes sense because Texas beat them. Miami still behind Notre Dame, even though they beat them. Conference championship weekend features the best game maybe in college football all year. Ohio State, Indiana. Would you say Buckeyes against the world? Everyone's going to be cheering for Indiana in this game.
Yeah, we were talking about that before the show. I mean, you'll have Ohio State fans obviously rooting for their team, but the rest of the world will unite behind Indiana.
Yeah.
Didn't Phil Elson go there for a minute?
He did. He didn't graduate. He's made that known on air. And
Phil Elson, I know he's listening. He was texting me a minute ago. Phil will be adamantly rooting for his. I don't guess you call it his alma mater.
How do you call if you don't graduate from the school? What do you? Phil, answer me on that.
You're almost modern.
He's almost modern. I like that.
He's sidewalk alumni.
Yeah, so. Almost modern. College football has got some news here this morning. So I was just scrolling on X. Brian Hartline, apparently according to Matt Zenitz of CBS Sports, going to be named the head coach at USF. following Alex Golish. Hartline's been the longtime wide receivers coach, and offensive coordinator at Ohio State. I kind of thought he was waiting around for that Ohio State job if they left, or the Penn State job, but that's not happening. Penn State still hasn't hired a coach. And then
is Jimmy Sexton running it up their backside here?
Yeah, well, I think we were talking about that yesterday. I think because they fired Franklin. What else happened? What's the guy? Fitzgerald's going to Michigan State, or is it Michigan State?
Yes.
And then Colin Klein, former Kansas State quarterback who you beat in the Cotton Bowl, is set to take over at Kansas State because Chris Kleiman's retiring.
Does he still have nightmares about Jake Beckett?
Yeah, he got clocked. Him and Aaron Murray, a couple of those big time hits that Jake had in his career. But those have all come out, I think, this morning. So there's a lot of college football moves surrounding early national signing period. We can talk about some more Razorbacks that have signed, and then we can say they're officially Razorbacks here coming up in a bit. But Penn State still open, best job available, and I mean Michigan State got filled, Kansas State got filled. That job, I'm kind of surprised it's December 3rd and no one's the head coach there. But like you said, it could be one of those things where sections like, you're not getting any of my clients. And that's the majority of good football coaches today.
Yeah. Or they've got their guy and they're just waiting on this weekend and they're going to make a splash. But I'm with you. I would think, they're another program. They've had 8 weeks to get it figured out. I'm a Penn State fan. I'm a little bit frustrated right now.
I'm just looking up and down the college football playoff list of Penn State that Penn State would want. Like, missed on Elko. He stayed if you didn't get him. I think the Alabama thing could have been more something if they would have lost to Auburn in the Iron Bowl, but they won. Now they're in the SEC championship. I don't think Freeman was ever going to leave Notre Dame. Lee staying put at Vanderbilt. A lot of guys just stayed put. I know Kiffin went to Baton Rouge, but you look at a lot of these coaches at these schools, a lot of them decide, you know what, I'd rather just keep what I have here.
Yeah.
Locked in, administration, this is what we want to do, rather than leave.
Not a good job market to be entering if you're not forced, your hand's not forced right now. I think some schools have taken that approach. All right, that's the opening drive. It's brought to you by Arts Barbecue, Burgers, and More. Rogers Avenue, 2 doors east of Lowe's in Fort Smith. It's the holidays. Ty was telling us yesterday, what'd you show up with? You had the cranberry
rolls,
sauce,
cranberry
the
sauce,
rolls,
and gravy.
So even the simplest things, you can get there. Ty didn't have to bring the turkey or the ham or anything, but they do all of that. And with the holidays coming, they've got what you need for your family get-togethers that are early or on Christmas Day as well. So call ahead, get your order in now because they had to shut it off for Thanksgiving. They were overwhelmed with orders. 479-452-2550. Do ribs and brisket. Heard Ruskin and Zach talking about brisket's the perfect Thanksgiving meat. 452-2550 Arts Barbecue, Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith.
Hog update coming up. What Cal have to say about this upcoming matchup against the Cardinals? We'll talk about it when we come back.
He's talking about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot. And, of course, Richard and Chris have been around forever.
What's Your Beef Wednesday is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
I'll face with you, Ty.
Protect what matters most with the Fence Man. From heavy-duty security fencing to powered automatic gates, the Fence Man's got Fort Smith covered. The Fence Man has served the Fort Smith area for over 40 years. Custom built and built to last. Free quotes, financing for 18 months. When it comes to security fencing, nobody builds it better than the Fence Man. Call 479-782-3936 or visit thefencemanAR.com. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Robert, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole. I should say it?
Say what?
Mom, I think he wants to say that it's Christmas time.
Okay, you can say it.
It's Christmas, everyone, and guess what, guys?
What?
Santa shop's here at the Stadium Shop.
Oh, Lord, Mom, here comes that dad side.
Nope, I saw him. Matt, you still do believe in Santa, right?
Sure. Believers do get more presents.
Okay, so what did he get?
Let me guess. A couch for the elves, collars for the reindeer, maybe even a hoodie for Frosty. You know how cold he gets being made of snow and all.
And let me guess, some Razorback jewelry for Mrs. Fogg?
Well, yeah, Matt, you better get that Google machine all warmed up. He said he was going to be ordering some more stuff.
Google machine?
Yeah, you know, the Interfacegram WW.
I think he's talking about our website, which you should know by now, Dad. It's shoponrazorback.com.
Or have Santa give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
So come by 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville, and you just might catch Santa Hawk.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Ho, ho, ho.
Right at level, 2 seconds, 1 second, long touchdown.
This is the Morning Rush.
Joe's Eat Place has been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years, and now they're offering smoked prime rib on the weekends. It's a limited supply, so get your reservations in early. Try one of their delicious appetizers or your choice of drinks from the area's largest selection of wine, beer, and liquor. Joe's Eat Place open Tuesday through Thursday 5 to 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming features and events. Call 479-784-9111 for Joe's Eat Place, 422 North 3rd Street in Fort Smith.
Basketballs bounce, cheerleaders cheer, and fans are flocking to the paint store in Van Buren. The paint store in Van Buren is known for their color matching. The paint store in Van Buren is known for their help with color selection. The paint store in Van Buren shares their expert advice from 35 years of experience. If you haven't been to the paint store in Van Buren, you are missing out. How about you give them a shout next time you need some real life help you can't get on YouTube?
I want to ride my
Looking for a new ride or need a tune-up? Champion Cycling in Fort Smith has you covered. From top-of-the-line bikes like Specialized and Surly to expert repairs, apparel, and accessories, we've got everything you need to hit the trails. Stop by 5500 Mazard Road during business hours or shop anytime online at championcycling.com. Champion Cycling, helping you share in the joy of cycling.
It's always good to be home for the holidays. So if you are currently looking for a different rental or you're new to the area and looking for your first rental in the River Valley, Marshall's Management has you covered. Apartments, duplexes, and single-family homes are all part of Marshall's rental inventory. And currently, Marshall's is offering holiday specials with big discounts on first month's rent and signing gifts to help you enjoy the holidays in your new home. Check out availability at marshallsrentals.com and get your unit picked out before they're all gone.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See Agent Randy Milam in Alma or Agent Brandon Zimmerman in Barling.
Hey Razorback fans, Matt Jones here. We're all experiencing higher prices on just about everything, and that includes sunrooms, patio covers, and windows. If you've gotten an estimate on any of these projects and you were shocked by the price, then you need to call Sawyers. They've been making quality, affordable products for 35 years. They're local, they have 100% financing, and a beautiful showroom with all their products displayed. So give my buddy Buzz a call or check them out at sawyers-sunrooms.com.
Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
Save up to $4,000 on select Buick Envisions at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The Buick Envision showcases inspired design with exclusive features in this 5-passenger SUV. Or drive the brand new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover for as low as $399 per month. These are limited time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
There's only one Razorback.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
Razorback fans, let's stand up and call those.
107 down.
This one
belongs to the Razorbacks. Ball's on the ground, picked up by Colin. Alex has got room.
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush. Brought to you by Mr. Sparky. Need a licensed electrician to service your home? For one of their local pros, call 888-8-SPARKY.
You don't want to give Arkansas any kind of good shot at it. They're going to let Arkansas inbound the ball. Reed now, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Reed trying to dribble, 2 seconds, 1 second, long touchdown.
It's like the Brian Gumbel, and then they just go right to the action, and then bang, U.S. Reed hits that half-court shot. Time it was wild. I don't know, and I forget what game it was when I can't remember the cheerleader. That it's not a pom-pom, but it's a
megaphone?
Yeah, the megaphone. The ball goes in, I guess, and he's like, all right, I'm taking this, puts it in the megaphone, and then 40 years later, finally gives it back to U.S. for hitting that shot?
Yeah, something like that. Ended up there, and no one ever really knew where the ball had went.
And you didn't. I mean, you have the game camera, but it's not like today when you watch an NFL game or college football game, basketball game, and you got like all these angles, and heck, people can throw. You can have universities and franchises throw people out and ban them because of all this technology nowadays. But back then, it might have been a little more
Assailant
difficult.
caught vaping, section 45.
Yeah. Get him out of here. But you take on Louisville tonight, 6 o'clock on ESPN. You're scheduled next couple days. Take them on tonight. Go to Little Rock to take on Fresno State. Then you're in Dallas next Saturday. That's an 11 o'clock game against Texas Tech. Tom, the SEC didn't start great last night. Florida lost a tight one to Duke. Who's the other team that lost? Was Kentucky that lost?
Yeah, did you see the end of that one too?
I saw the end of the Duke game, which was wild because the 3, and then Boogie hits a 3, then it
Good game.
and then turnover.
Dribbles into a turnover.
Yeah.
Other than that,
What was the North Carolina? Is that the game you were talking about?
No, I fell asleep watching that one. That was the later game. I just saw about Boogie dribbling into the turnover to end the game.
I think we have that, don't we, Colton?
it's the three-pointer that sealed it for Duke. That's what we have.
It's on there.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It's on. But it was a weird sequence, weird play at the tail end of that game. But those are two. I mean, those were the high octane matchups. And tonight, like you look at the schedule before this season, and when they announced Louisville was coming into Bud Walton, it was like, okay, this is a good matchup. You got some history there. This is the best non-conference game you're going to get, and this might be one of the best opponents that steps foot in this arena. You got Kentucky coming in here, Tennessee coming in here, Auburn coming in here, and you go to Florida, you go to Alabama. I think that's the top 6, including you, of the SEC, at least preseason. I think Ole Miss is home and home, but this is one of the best. It's never going to outdo Kentucky, but it's one of the best games you'll play in this arena all year.
I'd agree with that, and it's the only game in the non-conference that really is probably going to draw a crowd. So we'll talk in a minute about whether the building's going to be full or not tonight. I want to ask that in our Morning Rush Daily Question in a little bit. But if you bought season tickets, I can't imagine you're not showing up. You donated $30,000 or $40,000. I imagine tonight's a night you show up because it's the only marquee name you have in your non-con schedule at home.
Cal got asked about the Louisville matchup.
Louisville's really good, and how they play, their way of playing, they play really good the way they play for them. We've got to play really good for the way we play for us.
Yeah. And you haven't got much at times from your post play. That's going to be essential night. Pringle, Ewan had 20+ the other night. Great offensive game, but it's been so up and down. Trevin played a lot better in the Duke game than he did in the Michigan State game. But you have to have like a night where all 3 of those guys go off, and hopefully it starts tonight against the Cardinals.
All right, that is your opening drive this morning. Your Razorback update, not your opening drive. It's brought to you by our friends at Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
So when you think about college basketball and kind of where it is, you've got Arkansas's football season's concluded. You've got the recruiting and everything going on this week and everything else. Do people wait a month to really kind of get into college basketball, or does it start tonight? You got conference championship
here
football.
or nationally? So I think here it's been 3 weeks. I think we've been.
You think it's been in for 3 weeks? Okay.
Yeah. I think since we played Michigan State, we've kind of been into basketball. And then Duke. I know you didn't win either one of those games. But
you win tonight?
Yeah, you're on your home floor. You win tonight.
This is a cool
home floor is enough to carry you tonight.
I know Malik and Darius didn't play well in their first road game at Michigan State, but for them as true freshmen, and I know they played in some cool events before, this is probably the best college basketball event that they've ever participated in. And Isaiah, if he gets in tonight too. You think about the perspective of like having to go on the road and whatnot, but for those guys, it's the hopefully one of many high-octane, crazy home games that they have this season.
Yeah, and I'm just looking here at the schedule. I guess you got Queens and James Madison at home, and other than that, it's the road games with Houston, Texas Tech, North Little Rock, but one of just about 3 chances to see the Razorbacks in Fayetteville before conference play begins against Tennessee. Brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group. If you've got a job site and you're trying to get everything planned, and with the weather and the temperatures, it can be a little uncertain when you can pour ready-mix concrete, maybe when you can do asphalt. That's why you need the experts that understand the materials, that have the top quality aggregates, and can get the logistics and the transportation, everything worked out to get it to your job site and get the job done right so that you can build your structure on a firm foundation. All right? APAC and Standard Materials Group can walk you through all of that and the variables that go into it. 479-587-3300. Their experts will help you. 479-587-3300 for APAC and Standard Materials Group.
Talking about those guys playing in the first big game, what kind of crowd do we see tonight? That's our Morning Rush Daily Question, and it's next.
He's talking about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot, and of course Richard and Chris have been around forever.
What's Your Beef Wednesday is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
My beef with you, Ty.
Protect what matters most with the Fence Man. From heavy-duty security fencing to powered automatic gates, the Fence Man's got Fort Smith covered. The Fence Man has served the Fort Smith area for over 40 years. Custom built and built to last. Free quotes, financing for 18 months. When it comes to security fencing, nobody builds it better than the Fence Man. Call 479-782-3936 or visit thefencemanAR.com. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Robert. And we're at the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole. I should say it.
Say what?
Mom, I think he wants to say that it's Christmas time.
Okay, you can say it.
It's Christmas, everyone, and guess what, guys?
What?
Santa shop's here at the Stadium Shop. Oh, Lord, Mom. Here comes that dad side. Nope. I saw him, Matt. You still do believe in Santa, right? Sure. Believers do get more presents.
Okay, so what did he get?
Let me guess. A couch for the elves, collars for the reindeer, maybe even a hoodie for Frosty. You know how cold he gets being made of snow and all.
And let me guess, some Razorback jewelry for Mrs. Claus?
Well, yeah, Matt, you better get that Google machine all warmed up. He said he was going to be ordering some more stuff.
Google machine?
Yeah, you know, the interfacegram www. I think he's talking about our website, which you should know by now, Dad. It's shoponrazorback.com.
Or have Santa give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
So come by 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville, and you just might catch Santa Hawk. Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, this ain't high school no more.
This is the Morning Rush.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the certified pre-owned rides at Rath Auto Resources. All this month, take advantage of huge discounts on our road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles. Inspected, reconditioned, and backed by a comprehensive warranty. So choice. I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Rath Auto Resources. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, rathautofortsmith.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. How about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Didn't you
F1-approved Golf Nut Performance Center will be ready in early 2026. It will be fully equipped with the latest cutting-edge technology to help you play your best golf. Visit the Golf Nut for a great selection of Christmas gifts for your favorite golfer, like rangefinders, clubs, golf balls, apparel, or a gift certificate to the new indoor hitting bay or shop. The Golf Nut, 5121 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Hungry for steak? TGI Fridays in Fort Smith is serving up the best hand-cut 14-ounce ribeyes, tender 8-ounce bacon wrap fillets, and massive loaded baked potatoes. It's the new steakhouse menu at TGI Fridays. And for football nights, Monday and Thursday, it's wings for just 50 cents each, all day long. Boneless or traditional with a 10-piece minimum. Bring the team, bring the fans. Big groups are welcome, and we're open till midnight on Friday and Saturday. TGI Fridays, steaks, wings, football, it's all here at TGI Fridays at 540 and Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith.
Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $500 million. So, what would you do if you won?
I would buy a mansion, buy my dream car.
I've always wanted to go to Dublin, sit in a pub, and just kind of see what life's like.
I'm probably going to pass out.
Got your ticket? If not, visit your local lottery retailer for your chance to win the Powerball jackpot of more than $500 million. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
We've seen it all. Recessions, tornadoes, even a global pandemic. But Hug Chevrolet GMC never closed its doors. We stuck with our community because they stuck with us. And through it all, one thing never changed: our commitment to serve, support, and stay local. Hug Chevrolet GMC, built to last, just like the people we serve.
Dad, the driver looks dirty.
You yucky, Daddy.
Hey, don't worry, boys. That's what we do best. At My Dreams Mo Wash, we make homes, businesses, and even big industrial spaces shine like new.
So you can clean houses and big buildings?
That's right. Residential, commercial, or industrial. No job's too big or too small. Call My Dreams Mo Wash today at 479-763-5561 or visit mjmowash.com.
My Junior's Mobile Wash. One call cleans it all.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's Place in Lowell online at carpathsocial.com.
All right, I'm going to the game tonight. Colton, you're going? Ty, you going? You going to the game tonight?
I got to do the post game.
You're doing post game, so you'll be in studio. You going to the game out there tonight? What's the crowd going to be like? We have seen similarities to when baseball did its reseeding and sections that were particularly visible and behind home plate for the streaming broadcast or a televised game that weren't full. We've seen some similarities so far with basketball this year. But you get Louisville, you get a ranked team. It's a big matchup. Do we see Bud Walton at its best tonight when Louisville comes in for tonight's ACC-SEC Challenge?
I got a singing feeling that the answer is no. I hope I'm wrong, but I think tonight is going to be the first time you see the real ramifications of this reseeding.
I think we can't judge, because there are certain smart alecks in the media that love to do this. They'll be in there snapping a photo at 5:45 of a 2/3 empty Bud Walton Arena. And I don't think even at tip-off it will be crammed full. This is an early start. This is a 6 o'clock start. But I think by the time you get to the under 12, I think you're going to have a pretty full building. Traffic can be heavy between Bentonville and Fayetteville. I think today it's going to be a little earlier. But I think by the time you get to 10 minutes into the game, you're going to have a pretty full lower bowl. From my understanding, the upper levels have been pretty populated so far this year. So I do think we're going to see a nearly full house tonight.
I'm with you, Tommy. I think that, hey, if you're trying to go to the game, you don't know, maybe you have tickets, call a babysitter, get the kids to go to Awana's. I don't care. Get there and cheer on your team, okay? This is a big matchup, and you got to be there. And I think that tonight, because, look, the football season is over. It's been miserable, hard to watch. There's maybe going to trot the coach out there to do some, round of applause. I think people are excited to watch this basketball team, and I hope that there's actually going to be full. And if not, Ty, I think that the ramifications is going to be what is very clear.
And I don't think giving away the tickets for this game, if you can't go, are a problem.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
There's been some games where we've put it on social media. We've tried to make them available to listeners and staff, and there's been no takers. There was no issue getting rid of tickets for tonight. So I think even if someone can't go, they want them used. I don't think anybody buys tickets and wants them to go to waste.
Here's Malik Thomas on what he's expected tonight.
I don't know what they expect, but I just know that I'm going to have to play my game and do what I'm supposed to do. But just to feel the crowd and feel the energy, it's going to be special.
I think this is also because you don't play any marquee non-conference games the rest of the way. You do have Auburn, Tennessee, and why am I playing on the other one? Auburn, Tennessee, and Kentucky coming in here. Thank you. This is like, it's not the only reason. You still got Texas Tech. You still got Houston. But
they're not here.
Yeah. This is like a reason why you come to games like this, because of a win. It's like, man, I missed out on going to that game. Like, I didn't pay the extra so-and-so, or I didn't, man, I just like, you know what, I can't make it through traffic. And look what I missed out on. This needs to be that for this basketball team tonight. You mentioned traffic. Jay in Fayetteville points out tonight is, like you said, a test to see if it really screwed up everything, and 6 o'clock is hard for people to get off for work. Listen, you need to yell at your boss if your boss isn't willing to let you to get off a little early tonight.
Some people have real jobs. You don't have a real job.
Okay.
Some people have real jobs.
Okay, but it's like your boss is Ebenezer Scrooge. If it's like, this is the only non-conference good game of the year, can we really not leave 20, 30 minutes early to
reports
get
can
it,
wait. Yeah.
do everything else? I mean, it's a Wednesday, December. You're not at the end of the month. The beginning of the month's already passed. There's no reason that your boss, or if you're the boss, you're the manager listening, there's no reason you shouldn't let your employee go a little bit early.
I think by and large, people will be able to work that out. But inevitably, and I don't, what is the desire on this? We see it in football. We see it in basketball. Someone's going to put a photo up on their social media feed at 5:45 of all these empty seats and think they're proving a point of some type.
At Hit That Line AR. It'll be us.
Please,
he's going tonight. You should do it, Colton.
I'm certainly going to.
Don't do that. Don't. It's just a false narrative, number one. And tonight, it's when they throw the ball up, it's not going to be full. But again, judge the crowd 7 or 8 minutes into the game.
Before we move on, we take Jason Fayetteville's call. The one thing and our football program hasn't given fans a lot to get in the building for 30 minutes early in the last decade and a half. The one thing I was really impressed, though, about being in Ann Arbor this weekend, that place was 95% full. 35 minutes.
You went to the biggest college game of the year.
I'm just saying. I was thoroughly impressed.
It was a blizzard too.
How could you see all those people with them goggles on?
Darby's still. I was texting Darby this morning. He's still backing me up. I don't know why you keep poking.
How many other people in that stadium had ski goggles on?
I'm sorry, I'm unique. I'm sorry, I'm a standalone with a lot of the things I do.
Unique is a unique word to use to describe you.
That's one way to put it.
That's one way to.
That's your card. That's what people like. My high school friends, college friends, post grad friends. They always when it's like, what's with this Ty kid? They're always like, yeah, he's unique. That's how you can describe him. Cart Pass Social.
Nice way of saying.
Yeah,
I'm not going to get myself in trouble.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't belittle your co-host. 2 college friends of mine, Christian Olsen, Nate
Only
Guerin.
reason I show up.
Well, that and
take that away from me. I got nothing else.
He doesn't bully you. I don't have a job. So.
Well, I got bullied by these 2 guys. No, I didn't. In college. We all had fun going back at each other. 2 great guys, 2 Rogers boys, 2 Arkansans that built together this awesome facility in Northwest Arkansas. Christmas events, Christmas parties. You can have them at Cart Pass Social. Go to cartpasssocial.com. Click on the events tab. Learn more about it. Give them a call, 479-487-3622. It's always BYOB at Cart Pass Social. All right, let's go to Jason. He's in Fort Smith this morning. Jason, go ahead, man. You're on the Morning Rush.
Yeah, I think the beef that I have today is Arkansas fans thinking they should have got a big name coach for the football program. As to where the football program's been for the last 10 years, I mean, there's not going to be any big name coach come in here and just sign his death sentence. I mean, he's got a culture to change. He's got just a deep dive into football. He's got to change everything from the basement to the foundation and up. So we got who we got because of where we are, and that's just my beef.
Jason, thanks for the call. I think what a lot of Arkansas fans would counter with is, well, this administration allowed it to get to this point, or the past two administrations and football coaches allowed it to get to this point. It wasn't always like this, right? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that Arkansas football is just the pillar of success in the Southeastern Conference, but you've been to 3 SEC titles, something Ole Miss has never done. You have had, as we talked about yesterday, the worst transitional coaches that you have needed in 92, in 2012, and 20. It wasn't great when Texas and Oklahoma came in last year, and now you're going to find out if Silverfield is a good transitional coach. And what I mean by transition is not from Pittman to Silverfield. You're going to 9 games next year. The Big Ten's been playing the 9 games. You've had other conference. Starting next year, this is the toughest, and it's already been debatably, but there's no doubt in anyone's mind the toughest schedule in college football is next year. And oh, by the way, you're going to Salt Lake City, Utah on top of that. So if he goes, Pittman won 3 games, 3 SEC games, I should say, out of 10, 30%. That's pretty good. If you win, what are fans excited about next year? If you win 4, 5? I mean, because that's what you're looking at. I don't think I know he's already talked about bowl eligibility, but I don't know how
I'm
they get to.
I'm expecting more than 4. I can tell you that. I'm expected to be talking about a possible bowl game this time next year.
Expecting or wanting? Those are 2 different things.
I'm expecting.
Oh, man.
Why? Why are you expecting?
Well, I mean, I don't know how you could say. I don't know why you can be so definitive when 65, 70% of your roster is going to change in January.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who's even going to be playing here. I'm expecting the staff to get into the portal and get some business done.
I'm hoping.
I'm expecting Hunter Yurachek to tell us about these additional resources that was in his quote. So, I mean, I don't know why you're sitting here saying 4 wins when you don't even know who the hell's going to be on the team.
Because
what? You don't even know who's going to be playing.
Okay, hold on. Because of who you're going to play next year. I mean,
But what if we have a major upgrade to the roster?
Maybe it's just the pessimism in me that's seeping in, that's getting to me. And I'm usually a positive, uplifting guy.
60 new players on this team.
18 Hot Springs. Turn the program around 8-4 this time next year.
Yeah, I mean,
so
you're not expecting them to do much in the portal in January is what I hear from you.
Relative to what? They ranked in the top 15 in the portal this past year, and they won 2 games.
Well, clearly, whoever said top 15,
multiple outlets, they
were wrong.
So did
you watch the defense?
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
they were bad.
Doing something in the portal. They did. Pittman and them actually did a good job with the money they had, at least from a ranking standpoint in the portal. So that's why, I gauge a lot of this. Okay, so recruiting wise, you're going to be dead last in the SEC. Dead last. High school.
Okay. You're not going to depend on those guys to win.
I know, yeah, because 1 or 2 of them might play minutes next year.
Brennan just called and said you're being too negative. So.
Okay. And then this portal class, you had on the surface a good portal class next year, and they missed on those guys.
And you were in most of your games, right? Do we need to go back over how you lost all these games close?
We don't have time, please.
So are you telling me that with some cultural change, some leadership change, a change in voice, some of these close games can't pivot differently?
You mean
with an equal amount of talent? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just didn't the coach that's in here, didn't he lose the last 3 games of this season, and 2 of those, I think 2 of them by 1 score, the other game was by 9. So it's a wait-and-see thing for me, and I have a right to be pessimistic until he actually shows me on the field what he can do. He showed me that he can recruit.
America.
He's done it. But
right
I
to be
don't
an
know why.
idiot.
I don't know why you're overly positive about a team that hasn't done jack squat.
I don't think winning 5 or 6 games is being overly optimistic.
All right.
Talking about being in a bowl game is not overly optimistic.
He'll get to come back home to the Liberty Bowl. It's
Stay
full
at
circle,
9,
baby.
yeah.
That would actually be really funny.
You couldn't write it any
What's Your Beef Wednesday, brought to you by Richards Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. For all your holiday gatherings and get-togethers, Richards has everything you need from the main entree, whether it's a prime rib. Well, that'd be great. You want to impress your friends, Ty? Get you a prime rib, and you get you one of them hats on, you can carve it there. Richards
One of them
prime
can
rib.
grill it 'cause
I'll
I'll
take
screw
mine
it up.
medium rare. You can get you some of that creamy horseradish, all the sides,
I need
twice
hot
baked
sauce.
potatoes.
Yeah.
They can do all of it. Richards Country Meat Market, 479-443-0000, or see him at 3042 North Market Avenue in Fayetteville.
Hour 2 coming up. Richard Davenport joins us next.
Protect what matters most with the Fence Man. From heavy-duty security fencing to powered automatic gates, the Fence Man's got Fort Smith covered. The Fence Man has served the Fort Smith area for over 40 years. Custom built and built to last. Free quotes, financing for 18 months. When it comes to security fencing, nobody builds it better than the Fence Man. Call 479-782-3936 or visit thefencemanar.com. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Robert, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole. I should say it?
Say what?
Mom, I think he wants to say that it's Christmas time.
Okay, you can say it.
It's Christmas, everyone, and guess what, guys?
What?
Santa shop's here at the Stadium Shop. Oh, Lord, Mom, here comes that dad side. Nope, I saw him, Matt. You still do believe in Santa, right? Sure. Believers do get more presents.
Okay, so what did he get?
Let me guess, a couch for the elves, collars for the reindeer, maybe even a hoodie for Frosty. You know how cold he gets being made of snow and all.
And let me guess, some Razorback jewelry for Mrs. Claus?
Well, yeah, Matt, you better get that Google machine all warmed up. He said he was going to be ordering some more stuff.
Google machine?
Yeah, you know, the Interfacegram WW. I think he's talking about our website, which you should know by now, Dad. It's shoponrazorback.com.
Or have Santa give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
So come by 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville, and you just might catch Santa Hog. Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Ho, ho, ho.
Designed by Jason Christie, the Booyah Finesse Covert Spinnerbait doesn't just bring the fight, it dominates. Choose from 3 blade options: Colorado for maximum thump, Willow for bright flash, and the one the pros won't talk about, the Oklahoma blade. Perfectly balanced for subtle vibration, multiple flash points, and unmatched versatility. The Oklahoma blade is your secret weapon for pressured waters. Precision engineering, tournament proven, and one mission: dominate. Booyah Finesse Covert Spinnerbait, here for one thing.
This is the Morning Rush. Right now, someone in a Hardee's kitchen is about to warm up your holiday with the new grilled cheese bacon burger. Charbroiled 100% Angus beef, bacon, and Swiss and American cheese melting on our soft, buttery sourdough. And our new grilled cheese breakfast sandwich with sausage or bacon and a fried egg. For your inner child and your grown-up cravings, the new grilled cheese bacon burger and breakfast sandwich. For a limited time, only at Hardee's. Cinnamon Raisin Biscuits are back. Unwrap them while you can. Only for a limited time at participating restaurants.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the certified pre-owned rides at Rath Auto Resources. All this month, take advantage of huge discounts on our road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by a comprehensive warranty. So choice. I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, rathautofortsmith.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
This holiday season, give yourself the gift of stress-free internet. Wave Rural Connect brings you our 300 internet with Wi-Fi, perfect for streaming, remote work, and holiday guests. No data limits, built-in cybersecurity, and easy control with our free Wave Connect app. All for just $71.95 a month. Visit waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372 today. Wave Rural Connect, internet that works when you need it most.
Champion Cycling wants to help you find the joy in cycling that's been a part of their family for many years. Register today through December 21st at hitthatline.com for your chance to win a specialized road bike just in time for Christmas. Whether you're a child getting your first bike, an adult who hasn't been on a bike in years, or someone who's looking to podium at their next race, Champion Cycling wants to help you find the right bike. A great selection of bikes, cycling apparel and accessories, and great service. 5500 Mazard Road in Fort Smith. Find your next ride with Champion Cycling.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Game day just got a whole lot better at Joe's Grill and Cantina. Wear your hog gear and enjoy half-price apps and cheap taps during every Arkansas game. Plus other drink specials that will keep the party going. Whether you're gearing up for kickoff or celebrating the win, Joe's is your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and hog pride. Joe's Grill and Cantina. Half-price apps and cheap taps on game days during every Arkansas game. Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps.
Winter has arrived, bringing frothy mornings, holiday travels, and unpredictable roads. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we've got you covered. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your vehicle for everything winter has in store. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, lots of sunshine. Our high temperatures this afternoon will be right around 50 degrees. An increase in the clouds. It'll be a cold one tonight. An overnight low will drop down mid-20s north, low 30s south. Partly to mostly cloudy skies, upper 30s Thursday. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Forest Grain Incorporated, committed to setting the standard of excellence since 1936. From the Bushlight Studios, this is ESPN 95.3, KERX Paris, Fort Smith.
Are you sure this is legal? I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
I feel like he waited 8 weeks to get a Black Friday deal on a coach, and everybody else bought all the good stuff. So now you're getting the generic crap off the bottom of the counter.
I think I want to congratulate Hunter. He's effectively galvanized the entire state against him. As a 30-year marketing guy, I've never seen a worse marketed program in my life. But Tommy's got me fired up this morning, and everybody gets me fired up when they talk this NIL. Well, we're just poor Arkansas. We don't have the money. Well, I got a question for you. All right, how the hell is Indiana, Arizona State, Texas Tech, Vanderbilt all better than us in football and competing in the playoffs? You gonna tell me they have more NIL money? I think we just got a moron up there running our program that doesn't know how to handle the money.
Live from the Bushlight Studios. Produced by Colton Little with Ty Richardson.
I'm going to be something that rhymes with Rick here.
And Tommy Kraft.
You're going to get a lot of smart things. That's not one of them.
This is The Morning Rush.
It's hour number 2 of The Morning Rush. Richard Davenport going to give us a recruiting update. Whole Hawk Sports Arkansas Democrat Gazette coming up momentarily. You know, I was thinking about the athletics director title, not just Hunter, but anyone else for that matter. It feels like to me on a What's Your Beef Wednesday, you know how the head coach and the quarterback, they get all the credit when you win and all the blame when you lose? I feel like as the AD, you get none of the credit when you win and all the blame when your football team loses. Mm-hmm. I don't think that everyone's ever been like, when you think about the different, I guess it was Ross Bjork was the AD last year when Ohio State won, or I don't even know the Michigan guy. When Florida won, do they go, like, do people point out, man, what a great leadership, what a great steward of our funds to help us win this national championship? Now, but that by no means does that mean Hunter hasn't screwed up some things. You heard some fans there in our What's Your Beef Wednesday Open, brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market there, Matt. I am begging, I am imploring him on a What's Your Beef Wednesday, don't walk out there with Ryan Silverfield tonight. Don't give fans a reason to boo at center court at Bud Walton Arena. You got your TV time last night. You got your headlines. Please don't screw it up for his introduction, or I know it's tomorrow, but part of it tonight. Begging him not to do that, Tommy.
That is an interesting dynamic. I don't think the fans will boo.
What do you want to bet? Well, I don't even want to. I don't want to even insinuate something bad happening or even.
I'm not saying nobody, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be an overwhelming. Well, you won't be there anyway, so I mean, you'll be here, so you won't know. You'll have to believe what I tell you. But
and
I don't think it is not going to be an overwhelming boo. I don't think our fans are going to welcome our new coach. We're more respectful than that. I know you got to remember who's in that arena. In large part, a lot of people pay $25,000 to $40,000, $50,000 more a year to have those seats.
Correct. And do you think that whether
that gives them a right to boo?
I'm not I just don't think that. I don't think the clientele that will be in there tonight will do that. I may be wrong. It'll be an embarrassing moment for our program, but I don't think boos are going to overwhelm the cheers for
a small flock of boos.
They won't if Hunter hits it out in center court. If John George,
even if he is
Silverfield, his wife and his two daughters, and Big Red trot on out there, it's gonna be awesome. It won't be as much if Hunter trots out there.
Well, they're not welcoming Hunter. They're welcoming the new coach.
He's still visible. Just saying.
You want to walk him out there? How do you think that'd go?
It'd be worse. It'd be overwhelmingly boos. You don't want any boos.
What's Your Beef Wednesday brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market, 479-443-0000. They are located at 3042 North Market Avenue in Fayetteville. You can find them online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com. Everything you need for your holiday gatherings, you'll find it at Richard's Country Meat Market. Prime beef, bacon wrap fillets, all the sides, desserts, it's all there. Richard's Country Meat Market. Again, 479-443-0000.
All right, let's bring in Miss Lisa before we get to Richard here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Miss Lisa, good morning.
Well, Ty, I agree with you. Now, y'all give me just a few minutes before you hang up. Can I say a nasty word? It starts with B and ends with G. And it's not really nasty, but my mother wouldn't want me saying it. But can I say it?
I don't think that's a real question. I think you're going to do what you want anyway.
Okay. I'm tired of all the bitching. And people, who did we think we were going to get? We're just Arkansas. And just like the previous caller said, listen, we got who I wanted. I can't say Goulash's name. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. So I would have had to have called him Coach Alex. Now, do I like Hunter Yurachek? No. He needs to be out the door yesterday. And I don't believe he hired Silverfield. I'm surprised we didn't come up with somebody. I don't know. But I was for Petrino. Let me say that. He couldn't win one game. Not one game. If he would have beat Missouri, I believe he would have been retained. I don't know. But anyway, I'm on board with Silverfield until he gives me a reason not to be. And people, quit bitching. Lord, help us. I hope y'all are taping this and play it back. Anyway, I enjoy your show. Go Hogs. And if we'll all shut our mouths, we might just get Kane Archer. Did y'all hear what he had to say in his interview?
Too late. He done signed about 20 minutes ago.
Well, did you hear, though, what he said? That we ghosted him.
100%.
So that tells me Sam Pittman and throw in Coach Petrino didn't even mess with trying to recruit him. Now, That made me mad when I heard that kid say that. I don't think he was lying, do y'all?
I do not.
Okay. So that really got me. I thought, my God, what are we doing? What have we been doing? I'll be up there for the Tennessee game. I've got front row seats, paid almost $500 for them. My husband, yes, my husband like had a stroke. But anyway, he said, go ahead and get them because I know you'll mope around here. But I hope and pray Hunter stays off the court tonight. I'm fixing to get off here. And they can walk. They know how to walk. They can walk out there with their 2 children. And Hunter needs to keep his butt in the bathroom.
All right, no more bitching. No more bitching, all right?
No more bitching.
All
I'm
right.
tired of the bitching.
Is there a G in yours or just a H-I-N at the end? You said G earlier, but I don't hear a G in there.
I don't pronounce the G. It's
Okay.
bitching.
It's silent.
Right.
It's a silent G, right?
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Yes.
Like Brent texting.
Yeah, exactly.
If Richard's listening, hi, Richard. I love Richard.
He is on hold, and I'm sure he's having a good chuckle right now. So, Miss Lisa, I'm sure you don't often ask for permission of things to say, but and I thought that was rhetorical anyway. But it's good to hear from you.
Well, all righty. Go Hawks.
Thank you.
Never short on opinions.
Man,
Miss
that is
Lisa on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline.
That is a tough act to follow, but Richard's going to do his best and talk some recruiting with us here on the Morning Rush.
That sounds good.
Richard Davenport on the Morning Rush is brought to you by House of Webster and Rogers.
You know, I say I'm trying to watch what I eat. Well, I cheated the other night.
When it comes to flavor, nobody does it better than House of Webster.
That's what makes them different than others. They have so many different flavors.
Locally made jams, jellies, salsas, and sauces for over 90 years.
Surely you're going to find one that you really, really like, or you're going to like them all.
Well, RD, sorry you have to follow that, man. That's a tough act to follow, but we appreciate you weathering the storm and coming on with us this morning. This is a busy day for you, isn't it?
Yeah, but man, I needed that. That was good stuff, Lisa. Way to go.
Need to pick me up. All right, so give us a sense. You've got some intel. You've got some knowledge. These 4 in-state kids that Ryan Silverfield flipped on Monday, kind of it caught me off guard. I think it caught some Arkansas fans off guard, and they're like, okay, this cat's here to play. Just kind of take us behind the scenes of maybe what happened here in the last 48 hours or so with Ryan Silverfield, not just getting some kids to commit, but got a lot of them that signed already today as well.
Well, he had a kind of a previous relationship with the kids when he was at Memphis. I mean, obviously Memphis, he's recruited the state of Arkansas, and he's signed a few kids from Arkansas, but he obviously, I mean, I know that they've been talking for several weeks as far as Silverfield to those kids while he was at Memphis, trying to get them to go to Memphis, and obviously when he got the job, he continued that, and let's face it, I mean, give Coach Silverfield a lot of credit. At the same time, we must remember that Juracek talked about giving him the resources to be successful, and you know, that's part of recruiting nowadays.
Any indication on what that looks like? We've seen Virginia's text already kind of put out there in the public. Hunter's talked about, I think, twice, once in the release and then publicly, if I remember right, in another statement. Any idea, if at all, Richard, what that looks like?
As far as the resources and stuff?
Yeah, just getting those in place, maybe putting some allocation and stuff like that.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, he's talked about the need for increasing the recruiting staff, support staff, salary pool for assistants, and let's face it, you got to address NIL too. You know, even with revenue sharing, it looks like the College Sports Commission, from what I gather, all the schools in the Power Four conferences have to sign that agreement with the College Sports Commission for it to be. If a school does not, just one school does not sign that agreement, that voids everything. So what happens there? We continue with the Wild Wild West, where there are no limits on NIL. So you have to also be prepared for that. So I assume that not only is the funding for the football program, as far as personnel and staffing and all that, a part of the process, but NIL too, because you knew today may come to the point where the commission doesn't have the authority to enforce the rules, and where you if it's a $600 deal as far as NIL, it has to be approved by them. From what I've gathered in talking to people, if just one school doesn't sign that agreement, it's not valid. So it's back to the Wild Wild West.
None of us are naive to believe that we're ever going to change these rules. They're not interested in a level playing field. I mean, they're just not. I mean, the way it is now is the way they really kind of want it. No real rules, so no real enforcement. We'll just do what we want.
Yeah.
I mean, there's never going to be a world where they sign this and every school gets on board. They don't want it even. They want the haves and the have-nots, and that's exactly what we're going to get.
No, I'm not very optimistic. I've been pessimistic ever since the House settlement was agreed upon. I don't know what the direction of the college game is going to be like in next year, 5 years, 10 years. It's a mess. It's a cluster, and if you're not willing to put forth the money, you're going to be left behind. And let's face it, Arkansas has been behind NIL ever since it started. This year, that they were fairly competitive, not on the football field, but as far as NIL. But it still wasn't like the upper tier schools in the SEC numbers wise. So that was a contributing factor, no doubt, to this season. But going forward, you better be prepared to have money to spend.
About 30 minutes ago, Kane Archer signed his letter of intent with Utah. Did that there on campus in Greenwood. What's your read on this? And why was it that Arkansas and Kane could never really connect?
Well, I mean, obviously we had the previous coaching staff. We talked about that, and Coach Silverfield is, evidently made an evaluation and didn't decide to go forward. I get why Arkansas fans won't Kane at Arkansas. I get that, I really do. But I've always supported and always supported each staff's right to make decisions, whether they're popular or not popular, to evaluate talent and make decisions, whether or not they want that young man or that person as a part of their program. And the past staff decided that wasn't the case, and evidently Silverfield has said the same thing.
He's going to bring a lot of or some of his staff from Memphis. What are you hearing in regards to staff? And give us an idea of who maybe some of the better recruiters on that staff might be as we start learning those names.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't even gotten to that. Just the last 48 hours, I've been focused on recruiting. I do know that there is some staff coming, but I don't know. I just know one particular name. I prefer not to say anything right there, but I would assume that there's going to be several others. But as far as staffing, I really don't know. I've been so consumed with recruiting.
Richard, with you being kind of, I know you popped on earlier this morning. Now, in the midst of all that, who signed? I've written down some names like Kendrick Williams from Fayetteville High School. You got Blair Irvin from Bentonville. You got the kid from Oklahoma. Who all signed? Who is inked as of today when you hopped on with us?
Well, Anthony Kennedy at least was the last one I saw, and I'm gonna check and see if there's been another one. Anthony Kennedy, 4-star defensive lineman from Little Rock Central. Yeah, he's still the last one that has been announced. You got Tay Lockett, obviously from Conway, Hugh Smith, the offensive lineman from Missouri City, Texas, T.J. Hodges from Bryant, the running back who flipped from Missouri to Arkansas, has signed. Kendrick Williams from Fayetteville, Danny Bill, who was a former Oklahoma State commitment, has signed. Ja'Cory Smith, former Oklahoma commitment, has signed, and Ben McGinga from Buford, Georgia. I think this is probably one of the more impressive signs, just because the status of Coach Mateos is, not known. And to be honest with you, I'm not. I don't think he's going to be retained, but I could be wrong. But I mean, he's a young man that reopened back in October when he'd been committed since back during the summer. He reopened because of Coach Pittman and had been fired, and he recommitted not too long ago. And for him to still sign with Arkansas, and hey, give Coach Silverfield credit, it's quite impressive. But at the same time, it also tells you how much he loves Arkansas. There's just no doubt he just loves Arkansas. I think it's one of those cases that if he was going to go to a school and was not going to play football, it'd probably be Arkansas. So he just fell in love with Arkansas. Colton Yarborough from Durant, Oklahoma, been committed to Arkansas for more than a year. Hasn't even came close to wavering. He signed in Jalen Copeland from the cornerback from Georgia, who has a pretty good offer list. Was the first one to sign. So we're still waiting on a few others. I think Jude Hall from South Carolina, receiver, was committed to Memphis. Will probably end up signing, but can't guarantee until that's announced. And then Brandon Love, a cornerback from Crowley, Texas, is another one that I'm looking forward to see if he signs with Arkansas.
Richard, that's out of recruiting. We got state championships, some of them this weekend. Any particular game you're most interested or invested in when it comes to crowning a state champion football-wise? Yeah, I mean, I think the Bentonville Bryant game. I mean, you got two Razorbacks on each side of the ball. I mean, so I think that just being the first one on Friday night, I'm excited about that. And now, to be honest with you, I just been consuming for recruiting, and I looked at the list and saw who was playing on Saturday, but I've forgotten, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Greenwood plays Shiloh on Saturday. Then let's see, Hot Springs Lakeside plays Joe T. Robinson Saturday. So, and you got Cross County. Cross County plays the early game on Friday.
Yeah, Danny. They play at noon.
Yeah, there's the noon games, the 2A, the 7A's at 6:30, and then 5A and 6A are on Saturday.
Okay. Well, I'll be honest with you. I just saw the 6:30 game. I was just scanning and in between trying to get prepared for today. But Danny Beal, obviously, future Razorback, will be playing on Friday too.
All right, Richard, we appreciate it. I know you got work to do. House of Webster, it's gifting season. I know we're excited. We got our Christmas party coming up, and they're going to give us some homemade jams. I mean, it's just the best. HouseofWebster.com. They've been in Rogers, Arkansas for 90-plus years, 1013 North 2nd Street. And, man, it seems like you've tried pretty much everything they've got.
Yeah, I had some salsa yesterday, so who knows? Probably be using one of their products later today.
It's part of it. I had some last night as well on a burrito.
I tried the mango habanero salsa the other day. I think I like the peach chipotle a little bit better, but this one was really good too. I think you get both, kind of put them side by side and see which one you like. But that mango habanero didn't overpower you with the heat, but had a great sweet flavor.
Carolina Reaper is definitely the hot one of the bunch.
Yeah. Well, I had both of those last night. The habanero and the Reaper, both.
It's all good. HouseofWebster.com. Again, you can stop by and see them at 1013 North 2nd Street. at their retail location in Rogers, Arkansas, based and Arkansas made. RD, good stuff, man. Get to work. I know you got a lot more of it. We appreciate you making some time for us.
All right. I appreciate you guys. And Lisa, I enjoyed your conversation. I was laughing the whole time. God bless her.
Good stuff. We enjoy our Morning Rush listeners as well. And you can get at us, Lewis Automotive Group Hotline, about 40 minutes left of the show, 877-377-6963.
It'll be a fun one tonight. You can follow along all throughout the day. We'll have Hog Reaction following the game tonight on the Hit That Line Now app and right here on ESPN Arkansas, the Hit That Line Now app powered by Taco Bell. So everything's going to start a little bit earlier tonight. 5:30 for the pregame. Ruskin and Zach will carry into that. And then Chuck and Z courtside beginning at 5:30. And then, Ty, you're back after the game. You and Matt tonight? Is that right?
That's the plan.
You and Matt tonight following the game for Hog Reaction here on ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app. Maybe you're headed up the hill, and Ty, you need something great to drive. There's 2 great locations for Rath Auto Resources to get you to the game, to work, or wherever you got to go.
Yeah, it's not snowing like it was a day or so ago, but you do need to make sure your vehicle, kind of like your air conditioning unit, is good this time of year. Mikey Car Care Center, both locations to help you out. Doesn't matter if you have a Mitsubishi or if you have a Rath Road Ready Certified Pre-Owned vehicle. They'll help you out regardless. They do a great job. Both of those locations have like a 4.8 and 4.9, so you know you're going to get great customer service. You get that text message that shows you exactly what you're doing, whether it's an oil change or, hey, you need this in the future. This might be something you want to consider as well. It's Rath Auto Resources in Fort Smith, Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale. Larry, David will take care of you. I promise you, David's probably the best pop culture guy. You can ask him anything, especially about the Back to the Future movies. He's going to know it. When we come back, SEC update here on the Morning Rush. What happened in the initial night of the ACC-SEC Challenge? We'll tell you next.
Everybody's talking about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot. And, of course, Richard and Chris have been around forever.
What's Your Beef Wednesday is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
I'll face with you, Ty.
I got a new coach in, so anything can happen.
This is the Morning Rush.
Up to $11,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $11,000 off, or take 4.9% for up to 84 months. Lease the all-new 2025 GMC Hummer and go 0 to 60 in under 3.9 seconds for as low as $9.99 a month. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Valley Family Dental at the entrance to Riley Farms provides every type of dental care and procedure for you and your family. General dentistry, braces, implants, same-day crowns, and cosmetics. Dr. Sparkman, Farmer, and now Dr. Blaine Van Nice work to give all of their patients a better life with a better smile. Valley Family Dental, 5901 Riley Park Drive, Suite A at the entrance to Riley Farms. Let them know you heard this on ESPN Radio and receive $300 off a snore guard. Valley Family Dental, 479-226-3500 for an appointment or visit valleyfamilydentalpractice.com.
I want to ride my Looking for a new ride or need a tune-up? Champion Cycling in Fort Smith has you covered. From top-of-the-line bikes like Specialized and Surly to expert repairs, apparel, and accessories, we've got everything you need to hit the trails. Stop by 5500 Mazard Road during business hours or shop anytime online at championcycling.com. Champion Cycling, helping you share in the joy of cycling.
Santa's got his list, and at Jerry Roller Insurance, we've got you covered. Auto, home, life, or business, we'll help you check off all your insurance needs. Contact Jerry today at 785-5555 or at jerryroller.com. Stay merry, stay bright, and stay protected with Jerry Roller Insurance. From all of us, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call your local Service Master Clean at 646-4087. Service Master Clean is an industry leader and can remove the toughest stains from your home or office. And they back their work with a satisfaction guarantee. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. Call your local Service Master Clean, 479-646-4087. That's 646-4087 or online at servicemasterpc.com.
You can't control your future, but you can control which Taco Bell Lux Cravings Box you're going to get later. Iconic classics for $5, a plethora of indulgences for $7, or diving into the unknown for $9, where the new steak and poblano rolled quesadilla rolls real fire-roasted poblanos into a whole new thing. In any event, the future is literally in your hands. Now eat it before it gets cold. Choose your Lux Cravings Box today, only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
Looking for a gift that's full of flavor and hometown pride? Then the House of Webster in Rogers, Arkansas has you covered. Our jams, jellies, preserves, and salsa gift packs are made right here in Rogers. Perfect for family, friends, or anyone who loves great taste. Stop by our gift shop at 1013 North 2nd Street in Rogers or shop online at houseofwebster.com. Got family in other states? We'll ship it for you. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion.
You know, every game is a dogfight.
We're about the tough there is. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
The Hawks have finally held the first SEC tournament championship for Arkansas. Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
But we got to be able to do stuff to post the ball, and then that guy's got to get a basket. Like, you know, we got to start working on it.
ACC SEC Challenge continues tonight. The Arkansas Razorbacks will host the Louisville Cardinals tonight, 6 o'clock ESPN. Like you said, 5:30 pregame show with Chuck and Z courtside on these radio stations. And the two big ones thus far, Tommy, SEC has not fared well. Duke beat Florida. Crazy inning there last night, 67-66 in Cameron Indoor. And then North Carolina defeated Kentucky. They are not happy with Pope right now in Lexington.
Yeah,
and I hope it continues.
Yeah, I hope it continues all season long. But that is interesting what's happening there, and they're spending more money on their basketball roster apparently than most in the sport. So yeah, it hadn't worked out particularly well. But I like the Razorbacks' chances tonight. We're playing in the Palace, baby, the basketball palace of Mid-America. Like our chances. So we'll see what happens tonight. I think it's going to be a great night at the Bud Walton Arena.
Ole Miss has done a much better job with their basketball, really their overall athletic department. That's a credit to Keith Carter. They introduced Pete Golding last night. Audio's not worth it to play, but I thought they really got behind him. He's not doing a press conference. He said he wants it to focus on the players. But I hope that's the type of reception that Silverfield receives tonight. I don't know if it's going to be. I hope you have a packed out crowd and more than I think is going to be there later on at 6 o'clock. But I was impressed with Ole Miss's reception for him last night.
What becomes of Bobby Petrino? Where does he land? Where do we hear from him next?
Penn State. I need to go look and see those AAC if they filled jobs.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's going on in Tulane, Memphis. Help me on this. Colton, USF.
UNT.
Well, USF just hired Heartline.
Mm-hmm. North Texas
with Morris. I don't know if there's a succession plan there, but that kind of where our minds went on that. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he goes that route or OC route. I think, you know, just based on the number of family members and connections he's got that have been in the coaching business, you know, if he's willing to go to a place like Springfield, Missouri, Missouri State, I think a lot of jobs and being the head coach where you can kind of, you know, get your family back around you. I don't imagine it's all about the money at this point. He's made some good money in the last few years. So I imagine he'd love to have a chance to also get his kids and son-in-laws and all those that are kind of around him in the coaching business, you know, maybe all back under the same tent together. So I think he'll land somewhere as a head coach at a smaller level.
Somewhere with less press conferences and coaches shows.
I don't think he minds the press conferences as much as he lets on.
You don't think so?
No.
He had some fun from time to time when I listened to him, but I don't think a lot of coaches like those. They just feel like it's a waste of their time.
Kenneth here is right on our YouTube comment section. North Texas hired former failed, disgraced WVU coach, West Virginia coach Neil Brown.
Okay.
So that's another one that's filled up there in the AAC.
More SEC news this morning. Charlie Watts Jr., who's been the OC for Kiffin since I think 22, is staying now to coach Ole Miss in the college football playoff, which didn't initially look like it was going to happen. Number 6 team in the college football playoff rankings. Kiffin has commented one of the reasons he's kept him on staff is because he knows how to recruit based on his wife. So we'll see if that helps anything with that. Weiss is, I mean, Weiss is like 32. He's 2 years older than me, and he's the OC at Ole Miss, which is he's got the pedigree obviously with his dad. But I'd feel a little better if I was an Ole Miss fan heading to the playoffs with now my OC, not the entire staff gone. You got the DC, you got the OC. I know Kiffin's the engine that makes it go. That doesn't mean they're going to win, but I feel a lot better than I did 24 to 48 hours ago if I'm Ole Miss.
Amazing what can change in a week's time, isn't it? It's amazing how life can change.
Vanderbilt flipped that Jared Curtis kid from UGA, 5-star quarterback. Durkinstan at Auburn is the defensive coordinator. What else? I think that's it. You got some big games this weekend. First time in a while that I care more about the Big Ten championship than the SEC. You got 1v2 this weekend, Indiana, Ohio State. Just tired of Alabama and Georgia. Ready for that to be over, even though I don't think it's going to be anytime soon.
Yeah. All right, that's your SEC update. What is it, December the 3rd? And we're not to New Year's resolutions yet, but we're already thinking about things we want to change right at the beginning of the year and maybe getting a head start on it. You know, so if you're thinking about your health and maybe wanting to drop a few pounds, I've kind of been thinking that way, and I've done a decent job this fall, but I need some help to get to the finish line I want, and that's why I'm going back to my friends at Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. It's time to take our health seriously. We're not getting any younger, and guys, as we get older, and I'm finding this out day after day, getting that final 20 or 25 pounds off is harder now than it was 5 years ago or 10 years ago, and it's not going to get any easier. So start your journey like I'm getting ready to do with Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. I got an appointment this afternoon. I don't have to go in. It's done by phone, telemedicine. They make it really simple and really easy. They've got the complete lineup of all the modern healthcare services you're looking for, personalized weight loss programs, the new peptides. You probably heard about some of these that will help you lose the weight, like Samorelin or glutathione. If you don't know, call and ask. They've got NAD Plus and BHRT to help restore balance and energy as well. And they're going to personalize a plan for me, and they can do the same for you. And here's the other deal they made me. Since I'm going to ride along with Vici and try to get some of these pounds off, they want you to come along too. So mention you heard it here on the Morning Rush on ESPN Arkansas, and they're going to give you 10% off as well. All right, so going to make me a good deal. They're going to make you a good deal. So get 10% off when you tell them you heard about it here. 479-343-8424. 343-8424 for Vici Aesthetics and Wellness, or find them online at ViciAestheticsandWellness.com.
All right, a couple more beefs here on a What's Your Beef Wednesday. The tags, I've got to get my tags on my vehicles. Why is this a thing? Can you help me on this?
You just do it online now.
Yeah,
you don't have to go.
It's still, I don't know why I like to do it in person, but it's still a hassle.
And you can make it, if you got to go in person, you can make an appointment.
Oh, you can?
Yeah,
Okay.
you go
Be in and
online.
out, yeah.
In fact, if you don't, they don't even do that. I went in the other day, and I was just going to take a number.
What the
Because we've got a commercial vehicle in our fleet here at the station that you can't do online, forcing me to go in. It says everything's good. Insurance is good. Assessment's good. Taxes are good. Got to go in. And I got there, and if you didn't have an appointment, it's going to be like 3 hours. So you got to make an appointment now. But
okay.
But you're asking, why do we do this?
Yeah.
It's about that $33 you're going to pay them. They got to have the money.
Yes.
So that's how we maintain our roads, or partly how we do it.
Okay. Well, that's annoying. Speaking of
annoying to have good roads,
the government.
Ask Oklahoma how they feel.
Yeah, you don't want to have good roads?
I don't think we do have good roads for the most part. Do you?
Well, I think they're a lot better than they used to be, yeah. Yeah, I do think we have pretty good roads.
Yeah.
Actually, I do.
I just don't think any. I move on from that.
All
There also, did you see this, the Real ID thing, that you don't have to have a Real ID, but it's going to cost you an extra $45 fee because you're going to have to go through this biometric screening process?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Just
going
get
to
it.
take in
What's the problem?
1.7 more people needed in Arkansas, according to this story.
1.7 what?
More people.
0.7
Like
of a person.
1.
So we only got 2 people out there that need one?
1.7 million, didn't I?
You didn't say million. That's
Yeah,
right.
1.7 million people.
So half the state hadn't done it yet.
Yeah, it's only like 1.1.
Well, it doesn't really matter if you're not going to fly. Now, if you're going to get in an airplane, you got to go do this. But it's just part of the deal. You've done yours, right?
Yes.
I did mine. It's not that hard.
Regrettably.
Why? What do you regret about it?
And it's just nickel and dime is for everything.
But you have to renew your driver's license anyway. It's not any more expensive. It's just another way to verify. I mean, don't you want to have your ID verified? Don't you want to know that everyone else who's get on that plane is who they say they are?
Were the previous 5 not verified when I did it?
Well, apparently not, or they wouldn't have. They changed this like 25 years ago, since it was post 9/11. We've been kicking the can down the road forever on this. I mean, don't you want to know that other people that get on that plane are who they say they are?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't understand why the previous 5 I didn't have weren't.
But you've had a chance to upgrade this for like 20 years. They're just now making it mandatory.
I didn't realize that you had to tell them when you walked into the DMV that you needed a real ID. But again, if you don't have one, it's going to cost you an additional $45.
It's a bad day for all you 16, 17, 18-year-olds that want a fake ID. It's not a good day for you.
I can still get you one of those.
That got because what's the deal? It can't say the fake ID. It becomes a felony when it's actually like you try and make it a fake ID, and it's as I'm trying to
you can't use a fictitious name. I know that.
As someone that I was going to say, as someone that's probably had a fake ID in his life, Colt. I actually haven't.
Never had one.
I never knew where to get one. I tried to make one, and I was unsuccessful.
There was a place you could go.
Yeah, it was Copycats in Dallas, if I remember that right. You'd walk into this room. It's like white walls everywhere, and it was like just a machine in the middle of the room.
But you didn't have one.
I didn't. I swear.
He sure knows a lot about it, doesn't he?
I didn't know the specific place.
I mean, he knows all the details.
Didn't know there was a brick and mortar store.
They're located at 112 Main Street
I had plenty of
downtown.
He gave interior design details.
Yeah, I mean, come on. But I don't have one.
Listen, I did not drink from sophomore year till when I turned 21 junior year. That timeline's right.
You followed the law. Good for you.
Yeah.
And then what happened your first weekend of college?
I'm saying, like, if I would have not gotten thrown in the slammer, I probably would have had one, but I didn't. I just know the details about it. But it's stupid. I disagree with your point on the real ID and the what was the other one?
Part of my point you
tax.
disagree with.
And the vehicle tax.
They're an inconvenience to him, Tom.
Yes, and everyone else out there. It's just a beef. You always have to yuck my beefs. I don't yuck your beef.
You don't want to have license plates, and you don't want to have driver's license.
I have a license plate.
Limits?
It's been on the car since 2019. Why do I have to get additional tags on it every year? Because the government does a really good job spending our money that we give them each and every month. Every single job they do a spectacular with when it comes to us giving them money and spending it wisely. Spectacular.
Our roads over the last 20 years, though, have dramatically improved.
Well,
you used to not be able to drive in the right-hand lane.
Well, I
would just beat you to death. Our roads are phenomenally improved over where we were 20 years ago.
17 years ago. So I've been on the road since 2022. No, what is that? 2007? No,
but we're paying all the time. It's tags. It's at the pump. There's so many taxes in our gas and diesel. It's unbelievable. I think part of our sale, we're paying about 3 different ways to keep our roads up.
in Fort Smith, I have to assess in May and get taxed in June. So I have to pay the property taxes to get
100%.
the tag.
Property taxes is the biggest scam ever.
Bradford points out you couldn't drive between Alma and Mulberry like 2 to 3 years ago without knocking your vehicle out of line and messing up the alignment.
Hey, when it comes to banking, you deserve a pleasant, productive experience and one that puts you first. That's what you'll find at Sterling Bank, your community bank here in Northwest Arkansas. top-notch customer service. They go above and beyond to make sure every transaction feels personal, because they're not just your bankers. They are your friends and your neighbors, and they are committed to the people here in Northwest Arkansas, the businesses, and the organizations that all of us together make this area thrive. Their passion for growth and progress is front and center for everything they do. Visit Sterling Bank, Fayetteville, Rogers, and Bentonville, online at stirbank.bank. Sterling Bank, invested in you and committed to Northwest Arkansas.
You know what today is, right?
Well, we play Louisville. It's November the 3rd. What else? Or December the 3rd. What else am I missing?
National Hug Day.
I'm a hugger.
All right.
Through.
Yep.
I never get a hug from you. What's that about?
I'm selective with them.
Have you changed that lifestyle? You giving more hugs now?
You want a
as
hug?
you hit nearly 50?
Oh, I give hugs every day. Yeah.
Just selective on it. What's that feel like knowing you're going to turn 50 years old by the end of this year?
Another
Did it feel
number.
different?
Just a big one.
That's not true.
Another number.
No, it's not.
That's a lie. Come on. What does it feel like? That's a big number.
I don't know. I'm not there yet.
You're there in, what is it, 28 days?
Yeah.
31, yeah. 28 days? Nothing?
You know what? It feels like you should buy me something really special. That's what
I was just going to get you your typical land shark, but I was thinking about it. I was like, he's turning 50, so maybe I get him 2 things.
Nifty 50.
Or maybe 50 things.
Or maybe 50. You know, the one thing I actually
50 bottles of land.
tell you what, I was actually thinking about this. So I have different rules that I abide by that people mock, make fun at, which is fine. You do you. One of them being that you get one free meal a year from me, which I thought about.
Yeah.
Hasn't done. So I was thinking about
How many a year do I provide you?
Several. But
Yeah.
that's the employer relationship, and across the board, that's just standard and typical.
I look at us as
It's
equals.
part of
Ty.
it, yeah.
When it comes to who pays, I look at us as equals.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, so I haven't done that yet, and he's turning 50, so maybe we go out to like a nice dinner.
I've heard good
not
things
on
about.
trade,
I've heard about
and
good things
land
about
shark.
this new Ruth Chris place in Northwest Arkansas. So.
Is that an actual thing? Is it the biggest one in
Apparently,
all
yeah,
the United States?
like the world? Yeah.
Because I know people say that, but I didn't know if that was just like a running joke, or if it was like a lore, or if it was actually true. I've never been to that one. I've been in
the new one. I was in the one just down the street several times.
I think here's what I would honestly do. It's probably a disservice for me to go into any nice restaurant knowing that I have the palate of a 10-year-old. So I'll eat before, and you can get whatever you want.
I mean, I've taken you to Doe's to eat, and you didn't mind at all getting into that bone-in ribeye. I mean,
no,
that wasn't the palate of a 10-year. You didn't order a chicken strip.
You don't want to order a meal that comes with crayons and a map.
I legitimately was thinking about ordering like the shrimp skewers or the chicken strips.
Oh, 'cause
and
you're paying?
And knowing, not now, but I'm saying knowing the backlash that I would have gotten from the staff, I was like, I really don't want to have to deal with this tonight.
He ate the whole thing.
Yeah, because it was put in front of me. I was
Like
taught
a
as
3-pound ribeye.
I was taught
Ate the whole
I was
thing.
taught as a kid when you put something in front of you that you eat it. If you're going to, it's like a buffet line. When you go to the buffet line, if whatever you take, you need to eat. You don't need to be wasteful.
Even if it's bad, you finish the whole
Yeah.
thing, and you
Starving
compliment
kids in
the
China.
cook.
That's what I was told when I was a kid. There's starving kids
I
in
feel like
China.
that's-
You got to eat it.
Yeah, that's what in a certain way that's how it was framed.
My dad used to tell a story when he was young. His dad enjoyed liver and onions. He did not. My dad did not, and he wasn't eating his. And his mother told him to clean his plate, and he said he didn't like it. And he was given the old standard line of, "There's starving kids in China." He said, "Well, box it up and send it to
Oh
them."
my God,
And he said the next thing he knew,
that's fantastic.
his ear was stuck to the floor.
See, I wasn't
whap.
I wasn't smart enough to be a smart ass like that and have those clips. I occasionally had my mouth washed out with soap or hot sauce, which I actually enjoyed, or spanked, but I didn't have those quick one-liners that some of you were able to toss back at your parents growing up.
Well, I remember taking you to Gaston's. You didn't shy away
Pounded
from the good food there.
Blackened chicken pasta.
It was if I
Gas me
remember,
up,
that
Clint.
bow tie pasta too. That was on the menu. We need to go over there and have a meal soon. They got great steaks, and on the weekends they do the prime rib. Love eating at Gaston's. Every meal starts with that John Boat salad bar. We've been talking food this morning, and I'm gonna tell you what, lunch or even dinner. Remember how good their burger is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! And they do like a big half-pound patty. They got a variety of sides, but even with something like a burger, I still get that salad bar. It's got a ton of great options on it as well. Hey, if all this food talk is making you hungry, think about a weekend trip or even a weekday trip to Gaston's White River Resort. They're going to have a special New Year's celebration that's coming up New Year's Eve. You can get details on that at gastons.com or call them and check that out. They'll take a little break around the holidays, a little break after the New Year's, and then, as you're making your reservations, and right now there's winter rates on lodging. You can save 40% off your lodging right now when you stay at Gaston's. Ask about the dates and the schedule for when you want to go with the restaurant there at Gaston's. 870-431-5202 is their number. 870-431-5202. Gaston's, a first-class time every time.
Everybody's talking about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot. And, of course, Richard and Chris have been around forever.
What's Your Beef Wednesday is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
I'll face with you guys.
I can't wait to get around Fayetteville and the entire state and try everybody's barbecue. Listen, there are no favorites. I'll eat it all, and I can't wait.
This is The Morning Rush.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the certified pre-owned rides at Rath Auto Resources. All this month, take advantage of huge discounts on our road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by a comprehensive warranty. So choice. I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, rathautofortsmith.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
Budweiser, the American lager. A time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
When a business has been around more than 65 years, you know they're doing something right. Hey, Ty Richardson for Johnny's Transmission. They've been trusted in Fort Smith and the River Valley since 1959. Located at 1212 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith, they strive to make every customer's experience outstanding and want your vehicle to be in the best condition for the road ahead. Check out their website, johnnystransmissionfs.com, and find them on Facebook. Johnny's Transmission, family owned and operated since 1959.
Arkansas Fuel Injection in Fort Smith has been providing quality work for all new and rebuilt diesel pumps and injectors for over 25 years. They are a certified diesel shop with a team of quality technicians that ensure the highest quality workmanship and warranties all their work. They are open Monday through Friday 8 to 5 and has emergency service available 24 hours a day. For all your diesel pump, fuel injection, and parts needs, stop by Arkansas Fuel Injection, 6300 South 29th Street, Fort Smith. Call them today at 1-800-817-7709. Arkansas Fuel Injection.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
At Dobson Fiber, we're helping you build stronger connections by bringing the fastest internet network available to your business. Why fiber? Fiber internet provides reliable, symmetrical, blazing speeds. Without any interruptions or buffering, you can rely on Dobson for all your data needs. With Dobson Fiber as your premium internet provider, you can focus on the things that matter and the connections you build. To see if fiber is available to you, visit Dobson.net. Dobson Fiber, building stronger connections.
Contractors, you've got jobs to win and customers to impress. That's why you choose Luxair HVAC systems, built for performance, efficiency, and reliability. And at J&B Supply, we've had your back since 1968. We're a local family-owned distributor that treats our customers like family too, with the products, expertise, and service you need to get the job done right. For over 50 years, HVAC and plumbing pros have trusted J&B Supply in Fort Smith, Springdale, and Bentonville. J&B Supply, where the professionals go.
Archery deer season is here, and Infinity Sports and Outdoors has all your archery needs and more. Infinity Sports has top compound bows from Hoyt, PSC, Prime, Darton, Bear, and Elite Plus crossbows from 10 Point, Wicked Ridge, Barnett, and Killer Instinct, all tuned and ready to shoot. Expert bow techs with years of experience are on site to get you dialed in and ready to hunt. Infinity Sports and Outdoors, 3700 Highway 71 North in Alma.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. You're listening to The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
Answer the phone. Well, I tried calling him.
Call us immediately on the hotline.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Hotline at 877-377-6963.
Call the hotline.
Anything to add, Coach?
Actually, yes. Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems.
Serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years. Home of the Lewis Guarantee.
Only beef left as we don't have more time of this show. What's Your Beef Wednesday, brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market. I'm a big fan of their hot sauce array there. Really anything you're going to get at Richard's is fantastic. And as you get ready for this Christmas holiday season, the perfect place to stop by and get everything you need is at 3042 North Market Avenue, right off College in the heart of Fayetteville. That's Richard's Country Meat Market. The best of the best seems like every single year. And Tommy, what were we saying earlier? A big old juicy ribeye?
Prime rib. I think you need to impress the family.
I don't need to cook it. I just need to bring it.
No. Well, I mean,
we don't want a terrible.
You do it in the oven, so I think you could even turn the oven on.
Even I can do it. It's foolproof.
So call Richard, and they'll just get it seasoned and ready, and
they'll probably even give me instructions, knowing them.
It's called bake, and then
Click start
325 or whatever
the timing. Okay, all right. I'll see if I can figure it out. Coming up,
about a 4-bone prime rib.
Okay, halftime. Phil Ellison, Matt Jones, Big C live at Rally House next.
Need a new fence but not ready to pay all at once? The Fence Man, serving Fort Smith for over 40 years, offers 18-month financing.